ABC Sports and FM 97.7 present high school basketball on WILE, Byesville, Cambridge. Now let's go courtside for the pregame show.
Meet John Valentine, owner of Valentine Insurance. His new office is located at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge. John brings 20 years of insurance knowledge to his friends and clients. Valentine Insurance is your local independent insurance agency that is dedicated to protecting you and providing the industry's best customer service. Whether you're in the market for commercial or residential, auto, home, health, or life, Valentine Insurance can provide coverage for all. They're professional, courteous, reliable partners you can count on. Valentine Insurance open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Evenings by appointment.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to high school basketball on 97.7 WILE and streaming live tonight on YRPtv. It is tournament time. Bill Kafuri along with the doctor of basketball, Dr. Richard Hall tonight. Dr. Bracketology, I should say. But good to have you with us, Doc. And here we are. It is the second season, if you will.
Yeah, everybody starts 0-0 tonight, Bill, and it's nothing better than tournament fever in the East District of boys basketball.
We have number 2 seed, the Cambridge Bobcats, 20-2 on the regular season, OVAC champions, Buckeye 8 champions. They'll be taking on the Indian Creek Redskins at 6-14. Cats snuck into the number 2 seed. I don't know that mattered. They were going to be in a bracket like everybody else in the world opposite Maysville, but they get a home game tonight and a chance to start postseason play at home. You never can fault that.
Sure, that's great, and they've been off for a long time. It feels like Cambridge hasn't not played in a while, so getting that first tournament game at home I think is a big advantage to the Bobcats.
Yeah, haven't played at home in a while, but it seems like the Echo Center has been a second home to them. They played several postseason games really there in the OVAC and the Buckeye 8 championship. Good success there, and I talked a little bit to Coach McCourt. He said, other than tonight's game, he said, we'll get through that. He said, we have played well on the road, and he said he's looking forward to a deep tournament run, and they have set the table for a deep tournament run. They got some shooters.
They sure do, and I tell you what, they've been playing really well throughout the year, but even more so recently. But that Division IV bracket in the East District, there's a lot of good teams in there. It's going to be some great basketball.
You're listening to our pregame show brought to you tonight by Valentine Insurance. Bobcats hosting the Indian Creek Redskins. The Redskins, a young team. They don't have a lot of great guard play. A lot of young kids play, but the one guy that does play a lot for him, Nishan White, 6'7", senior. He's going to go someplace and play football. But
he really
basketball,
is.
At that size, you can't teach size.
Yeah, he's not just 6'7", Bill. He's 6'7" and huge. Yeah. Is the way you look at the scouting report on him. And I think that the Indian Creek team, they'll run their offense through Nishan White. They're going to try to get the ball inside. They're going to play slow offensively, I think, and try to be very methodical. And shot selection is going to be big for Indian Creek tonight. Yeah,
and the Bobcats, on the other hand, they got to think about getting it up and down a little bit. They like to play an up-tempo game. They gun, they run, and they gun. And they're going to shoot a lot of threes, whether they're fast breaking or not. Expect them to shoot some threes.
Right, that's their style. They'll shoot the basketball from the perimeter and do it really well. But yeah, they'll get up and down. So it's two contrasting styles. And if you're Indian Creek, not only do you want to try to play slow, but you got to handle the basketball, or Cambridge will just flat take it from you. So I think Cambridge will be really aggressive defensively from the tip.
Yeah, TK Auto Service sponsors are keys to the game, and certainly, as you've said already, for Indian Creek, if they can control the tempo, but on the opposite hand, the Bobcats are going to try to press everywhere they can, put pressure on the ball, and make this an open court game from end to end.
Yeah, no question about it. Creek wants to play really slow, and Bobcats want to speed it up. And, I think that things would have to go perfect for Indian Creek to have a chance, but that's why you play the game.
Yeah, and the key player we've talked about, Nishan White, for the Redskins a little bit. You can't talk about the Bobcats without talking about Garrett Carpenter. He has either set or is on the cusp of setting numerous records for the Bobcats. He's over 1,000 points now, and just playing 3 seasons, he had to set out his sophomore season with an injury. And tonight, he could surpass several more. He's trying to chase down Gino Ford, so you're in rare air there.
Absolutely. Yeah, Garrett Carpenter is outstanding, and one of the things about Garrett, I think the biggest compliment I can give him is he plays really well in big games, and that's the difference between a good player and a great player, Bill.
Yeah, he got in that OVAC tournament and the Buckeye tournament and scored over 30, scored his career high in those games. So if that continues at this pace, he may set records we don't even know about.
Absolutely.
Just about ready for the start of tonight's contest. Pregame has been brought to you by Valentine Insurance. We'll take a closer look at our starting lineups here in a moment. Just about ready for our national anthem, and that is presented tonight by Byesville VFW Post 3760 and performed here at Gene Ford Gymnasium by Lainey Olson. She has been the voice of the Bobcats for the Star Spangled Banner for the season, and when things are going, when you're 20-2, you don't want to change a lot.
Absolutely, you don't want to change anything. You just want to keep the train rolling, so to speak.
You eat the same fried chicken before the game and all that stuff. We appreciate you being with us tonight. We want to thank all of our sponsors: Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Bicon Services, Shrivers Hospital, Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, Guernsey County Sportsman Association, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, and First Ohio Home Finance. Everybody jumping on that postseason bandwagon.
Absolutely. I mean, you really have to respect our businesses in the community supporting high school athletics. I think it's a wonderful thing, and a shout out to all the sponsors. They make this possible.
Our national anthem tonight, again, brought to you by Byesville VFW and performed by Lainey Olson. Lainey Olson, outstanding job again with our national anthem, presented by Byesville VFW Post 3760. Starting lineup tonight brought to you by Sarah Wickerham State Farm. For Indian Creek, the Redskins tonight in their road red uniforms, a little gold trim. They will start Bruce Mazer, 6-foot junior, Dalton Nickel, 5'9" sophomore, along with Evan McGrew, a 5'8" senior, Caden Sapple at 6 foot and a junior, and then Nishan White, 6'7" senior. Good size in one guy. The rest of those guys are your average height kind of players, where the Bobcats certainly could match up with those, but the one big guy is going to make a little difference.
Absolutely. He's a nice player inside.
The Redskins can control the tempo of the game and get him the ball a lot. That could make a difference. And I would expect early they're going to play with a lot of emotion. It's been a tough season for him. Long-time basketball coach Dunleavy, had been sick for a while, and he's the only coach Indian Creek ever knows in basketball.
Yeah, Coach Dunleavy's been around for a long time, really well thought of in that community. And I'll tell you, the team has handled a lot of adversity. They're just a little under 500 due to after his absence, so they are really playing on behalf of Coach D.
And they've won their last couple of games of the regular season. Bobcats certainly have done that as well. They've reeled off about 8 or 10 in a row, and including a couple of league championships there. They will start tonight with Garrett Carpenter, Mason Gregg, Camden Lauer, Rylan Matthews, and Austin Jenkins. And all of those guys seniors for the Bobcats except Cam Lauer. And We talked a little bit off air before this game started about how well the Bobcats shoot the ball. The three-pointer is their weapon. They have shot more threes this year than twos. As a team, 36%, but they got a couple of guys around that 40% or more range, and Carpenter's one of them. He can pull it up and knock it down from anywhere or take it to the hoop, and if you foul him, you're just giving him points.
Yeah, he's going to score. He's a great offensive player, and Cambridge really runs a really efficient offense and has a really nice ball club.
Yeah, Carpenter. You think of a guy scoring 24 points a game as a shooter, and he can shoot, but he also is the leading rebounder. He dishes out more assists than anybody else, so he does a little bit of everything for this team.
Yeah, he does. He scores. He's the kind of player that just makes your team better because he gives it up, he rebounds. He does the little things that helps your team win beyond scoring.
Statistician Ray Sims has provided us with a lot of stats tonight. We'll get those to you as the game goes on. In 2001, sophomore Brandon Todd scored 24 points to lead the Bobcats to a 60-35 win against Riverview in the Division II sectional semis at Zanesville. Senior Adam Davenport added 13 and 9 rebounds for the Cats that night, just shy of a double-double. Wouldn't be surprised to see Carpenter do that tonight, as he has also moved up the list of rebounders at 2 rebounds tonight, and he moves into 8th place on the career rebounding list. And for a guy 6 feet tall, barely 6 feet tall, that's quite a feat.
Yeah, it sure is. That's really impressive, and again, just a really good basketball player.
3-pointers, he's on the historical record there, as well as free throw shooting. And you and I have looked at this list a little bit, and there's some who's who names there for the Bobcats when you look at Gino Ford dotted in there as well. But I'm sure if you talk to Gino, he'd say, hey, I didn't think it'd stand forever, but here we are, 30 years later. And
yeah, absolutely. Just it's just a lot of good Cambridge basketball tradition, and Logan McCourt's done a great job with this team and just getting them back to where they're a lot of fun to watch play.
Carpenter going to jump center tonight against the 6'7" White. All of our 3-pointers brought to you by Allen Hunter State Farm. Free throws from the Kemp Insurance Agency. And when we have a timeout, the Zemba Companies. Ready to get things underway. Postseason off and running, and Carpenter got up quick and gets it over to Mason Gregg.
Have to wait for help.
Like a little
At all those walking
extended 2-3, and there's a 3. Cha-ching! Right off the get-go. Carpenter knocks one down from deep. The Cats will pick up full court. McGrew short of half court, trapped in the backcourt, looking for somebody to get it to. Nickel will help him out, take it all the way to the baseline before Carpenter cuts him off there. Back out on top, McGrew, man-to-man defense for the Bobcats. A lot of bodies inside, 3 guys on White, and a pull-up jumper from the wing by Sappel. 3-2 Bobcats, and Cambridge quickly into the half court. Mason Gregg, left wing, touching! Cats, 2 shots, 2 threes, and a quick timeout taken by Indian Creek. 6-2, Bobcats lead it just a 30. We'll keep it here. So the Cats, we talked a little bit that they haven't shot well in their last couple of games at home. The first couple possessions would say maybe that's not true.
Yeah, they knocked down 2 really good shots right there, and Indian Creek's playing that 2-3 zone, and they do that with guard coverage, which makes them very hard to cover for Indian Creek the way Cambridge spreads out the floor offensively. So obviously Creek's going to talk that over and may make a change defensively because they cannot continue to let the Bobcats shoot the basketball.
Well, you give your best idea of what you think will work, and the Cats outshot it here at least early, leading 6-2. That is our Southeastern Ohio Credit Union scoreboard update with just 7:10 still to go here in this opening period, and it'll give the Bobcats a chance to set up some full court pressure as well. Mazer will inbound it. Nickel, and the Cats putting some pressure on him. He puts it on the floor, down on his knees. Gets it off to McGrew, and tapped out of bounds. It will stay to Indian Creek. Pressure certainly having an impact on Creek here early. A minute in, Bobcats on top 6-2. Saffel in the backcourt against Lauer. Trapped, gives it up left side. McGrew barely across the timeline in time. Down the lane, puts up the runner off the glass and ripped down by the Bobcats. Gregg out ahead. Lauer will take it coast to coast. Fouled on his way up. Mazer will pick up that foul, and Lauer will get 2 free throws. Well, the Cats got it out quickly.
They will. They're going to push it and go, and that's a great strength of the Bobcats. That is not how Creek wants to play this game.
Lauer on the season, 65% free throw shooter. Been there 79 times and knocks the first one in to extend the Bobcat lead. 6:42 left here in the opening period. 7-2 Bobcats. Lauer number 2. Up and off the back of the rim. White will chase it down in the corner. Up ahead, Nickel. Across the timeline, picked up his dribble. Now the Cats will put pressure on, tapped away. Lauer comes up with it and then restolen again by McGrew. He tried to get it to White. Jenkins will get it up ahead to Carpenter. His shot blocked on the way to the hoop. Lauer from 10 feet on the baseline, and he gets the roll. Even when it doesn't go in, it still goes the Bobcats' way. Trap in the backcourt. Mazer regains control, gives it backwards to McGrew. Right side, Zaffel. He'll try the baseline and lost the handle. And the turnover goes back to the Bobcats at the 6-minute mark, leading 9-2.
Yeah, second turnover very quickly for the Redskins, and I'll tell you, they just cannot turn the basketball over and have a chance in tonight's game.
Not the Cats continue to shoot the way they are. Out on top, extended zone this time. Trying to skip it across. Carpenter will pick it up, put up the jumper over top of White. Lauer gets the rebound on the miss. Bobcats working around to Carpenter. Doesn't take the 3, feeds it into paint. Jenkins will not challenge White inside. I don't think I would either. Big guy in there. Now they'll go to Jenkins again. Feeds it, backdoor cut, and a nice pass and finish. Rylan Matthews. Get White out again, away from the basket, and the Cats taking advantage of him. 11-2. McGrew beats pressure. Right side, Nickel. Back to the top of the key. McGrew to the left wing. Standstill 3 off the mark inside. Kept alive by White and off him out of bounds. Mazer trying that 3, but could not get it to go. And at this point, Indian Creek doesn't like to shoot the 3-pointer that much, but when you look at the clock or the scoreboard and you're down by 9 early and the other team's not missing, you got to do something you don't normally do.
Yeah, they have had a hard time getting the ball inside to White so far.
Out on top, Mason Gregg to Carpenter. The corner to Lauer, tapped out of his hand from behind and picked up by Creek. Saffel across the timeline, 4.5 left in the period. Top of the key. Mazer off the dribble to the wing. Nickel. Skip pass all the way across to McGrew. He'll take it all the way in, double clutch it. Rebound, back down to Indian Creek. White will put it up, missed it, and the Cats come away with it. White missing the easy one for him. Lauer pull up 3, left side, short of the mark. And McGrew will control it for the Redskins. Under 4 to play, 11-2 Cambridge. Opening period of tournament play. McGrew off the dribble, Carpenter on him, over to Saffel. He'll try to use the dribble, spins down the lane, pulls up, kick out. And Mazer will take a 3 again, same spot, same result. Another miss from the left wing. Cass will bring it the other way. Skip pass, Lauer passed up that 3, pulls up for the 10-footer, and he'll cash in there. His second hoop. And the Cats extend their lead to 11. 3:15 and counting. Saffel up the right side. Man-to-man defense by Lauer. Mazer looking for the post feed. Bobcats have Nishan White double, triple teamed in there. Guys behind and in front of. Mazer, they'll give him the 3. He won't take it a third time. Skips it across. The dribble drive, no good. White will get the rebound. and stick it back in. His first field goal of the night, 13-4. And Lauer heading to the hoop will draw contact, and I think that's on White. We'll see. Indeed, that's the call. His first, team's second. And sends Lauer back to the line for 2 more free throws.
Yeah, the interesting thing, Bill, early in the game, White had not touched the ball until right there on the offensive rebound.
Lauer knocks the first one in. Adam Davenport was in one of our reads before the game, and I used to ask him if Coach Ford ever ran any plays for him. He said, yeah, his play was rebound the ball and shoot it if you want it. And that's what White's had to do, is he picks up a rebound there on the miss. 14-4 Bobcats with 2.5 left here in the opening period. McGrew out on top against Carpenter. Trying to go back to the left side, thrown away by Lauer. He'll take it coast to coast, step up underneath, right hand up and in. The left-hander from the right side, and he's got 8. And the Bobcats lead it 16-4. And there's another steal. This time Carpenter, and he'll take it coast to coast, lay it up and one. Carpenter came in just needing a few steals to move into 5th place. I think he's got 1 or 2 here already as the Cats go to the bench early. A.J. Lawrence steps in, and Peyton Shiflett for the Cats.
Well, the Bobcats are on fire offensively, Bill. Thus far in the first quarter, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And a couple of threes as the free throw knocked in. Timeout on the floor, 2:07 left, 19-4 Bobcats. We'll take the break and be back in 30 seconds.
When life feels heavy, you shouldn't have to wait for help. At Allwell's Walk In Now, Guernsey County's behavioral health urgent care, support is ready right when you are. No appointments, no hassle. Just walk into our office at 831 Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and get fast, compassionate care. Allwell's Walk In Now, because the best time to feel better is now. Be well, stay well, all well.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved.
Timeout. Bobcats continuing to pressure in the backcourt, and that pressure applied by A.J. Lawrence just off the bench, and he'll pick up the team's first foul.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, that full court pressure, you can just see that Indian Creek, that's going to wear them down over an extended period of time.
Lawrence, super quick anyway, and sitting in the bench for 4 or 5 minutes, waiting for your chance. You come in with a little more energy, as again, he harasses Nickel all the way up the floor. 140 and counting. Cats lead at 19-4. Trying to lob it inside to White. In the middle, he'll put it up and will head to the line as Bobcats got a piece of him on the way there. Peyton Shiflett. Cat trying to go with a little size to match up with White, and Shiflett at 6'3", still giving up 4 or 5 inches. White free throw, off the heel. First free throws of the night for Indian Creek. 1:34 left in the period, 19-4 Bobcats. White's second free throw, in and out, and Shiflett will pull down the rebound. Top of the key. Mason Gregg for the Bobcats. Giving it back now, Carpenter to Lawrence. Works to Gregg. Back out around the top and into the corner to Gregg again. Bobcats showing some pretty good patience here. Around the right side. Now they'll find Shiflett at the foul line. Into the corner, Carpenter. Looked at a three. Gives it up out on top. Three ball taken by Lawrence. That comes off the mark. White will clear it out of there for Creek. Under 50 to play, opening period. Saffel pull up just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebound. Chase down out on top. Carpenter comes away with it. Over to Lawrence. His runner good. Talk about a perfect fast break. Cats continue full court pressure. Nickel gets it across the timeline. Bobcats with a 21-point first quarter, but great defense as well. Only giving up 4. Saffel trying to answer with a 3. That one a brick. Carpenter rebound out ahead. Finds Matthews. Kick out to Gregg. His open 3. A little long, but saved by Lawrence on the weak side. He'll penetrate, stop, and pop, skips it in and out. And that will end the first period of play. And the Bobcats enter tournament play on fire. 21-4, they lead it after one period of play. Back with more D4 sectional action on 97.7 and YRPtv right after this.
When life feels heavy, you shouldn't have to wait for help. At Allwell's Walk In Now, Guernsey County's behavioral health urgent care, support is ready right when you are. No appointments, no hassle. Just walk into our office at 831 Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and get fast, compassionate care. Allwell's Walk In Now, because the best time to feel better is now. Be well, stay well, all well.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Back at Gene Ford Court, one quarter in the books, 21-4. Bobcats on top. Your Southeastern Ohio Credit Union scoreboard update. Start the second period. Big lob inside to White. He missed it once, got it back, missed it again, and Matthews will clear it out of there for the Bobcats. Cambridge so far contesting White pretty well inside. Matthews will kick it out. Lauer for 3. Touching! Cam Lauer having a big game tonight for the Bobcats. 9 in the first period, giving 3 more right off the get-go. 24-4 Cats. McGrew. Back out to Mazer. Caleb Lyons into the game for the first time for Creek as well. He's got it outside the arc. Tried to penetrate, feeds it inside Mazer. Nothing going on the post feed. Open shot for Lyons. His 3 off the mark. Jenkins will pull it for the Bobcats and push it up the floor. 3-on-3. Feeds it to Gregg in the corner. He'll take it to the hoop. Left the defense standing still. Couldn't get it to go. And they will call the foul. A little late on the whistle, I thought. But as Gregg went to the floor, he'll shoot some free throws. And the foul on Mazer.
I think he was waiting to see if it would go in, Bill.
You might be right there. He wanted to give a dramatic and one, huh?
I think so, because it was late.
A minute into the second period here, the Cats will continue to work substitutions. Shiflett, as Matthews steps out, he's going to be checked down at the end of the bench, and waiting for Gregg here to shoot free throws. We've got a couple guys waiting at the scorer's table.
I think we have some blood on White over there. He's wiping his elbow off, ready to come back on the court.
Bobcats have done exactly what they had hoped to do. They've made this a full court game, and they've shot the ball well and defended inside particularly well.
Really have. Shot the ball 8 for 14 in the first quarter. Just phenomenal.
Gregg with the miss on his first free throw at 57% free throw shooter on the season. For a guy that shoots three-pointers at about a 40% clip, I expect him to be a little bit better there, but and I'm sure he does too. Second one is up, and that one short of the mark. White had it, and then Shiflett will knock it out of his hands, out of bounds. Cats continue. Full court pressure. McGrew up the right side. Carpenter cuts him off just before half court. Guides him back to the right again, to the corner. Nickel trying to feed it inside again, stolen by the Bobcats. Gregg will take it coast to coast. Left hand up and in. Cats lead it by 22. 6:28 and counting in this first half. Bobcats again, intense defensive pressure. McGrew out on top. Feeds it inside to White. He'll drop step, take it to the hoop, and I think they're going to catch Shiflett again with his hand in the cookie jar. His second foul. Bobcats first as a team. White 0 for 2 at the line so far tonight. Two more chances coming up here, and still has not found the range. He got a nice soft touch. Second one, and he got one to go there. And White again going to be attended to. He's got a little blood on that elbow. They'll check him out. He's a big, strong football player. He can handle that, but rules are rules, right? And thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Shrivers Hospital, First Ohio Home Finance, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, and Nissan as they attend to Nishan White some more. That elbow continuing to be an issue. I think we're ready to roll. You got all the world's problems taken care of.
Yeah, we do. Had a little discussion with the athletic director right there, so sorry about that.
Well, that's all right. We're good to go. Cats with a big lead and the ball to Carpenter. Back in the corner. Gregg cut off outside. Skips it to the corner to Jenkins. Shiflett will hand it back over to Carpenter and around the left side. To Carpenter right side. He'll take that three. Off the mark, a little long, and controlled by the Redskins Lions. 26-5 Bobcats. Continuing to pressure way out on top. McGrew. Looking for the post feed. They've got it into White several times, but he's only been able to knock one down. Top of the key. McGrew down the lane. Cats will come over and double him and knock him down. But no foul call, but it will be possession to the Redskins. And here comes Lawrence and Matthews back in. Bobcats giving a couple of starters a break. 5:17 left, 26-5.
Yeah, Indian Creek's got to get something going offensively. 2 for 9 in the first quarter, 0 for 2 second quarter, so it's not going well for the Redskins offensively.
Yeah, they got 1 point through the first 3 minutes of this period. Bobcats continuing to pressure outside the perimeter. Lob into White. He'll take it up strong. Cats on both sides of him that time. On cue, he takes it up and knocks it in. 26-7 now. Lauer outside the arc to Lawrence. To the high post. Matthews had that one, but with White there, pulled up and didn't take it. But Lauer will. Nice fadeaway from the baseline. Cam Lauer having a big night. 13 for him, and the Bobcats extending their lead back to 21. McGrew out on top. Gave it up to Petro. 3 from the corner, off the mark by Nickel. And the long outlet to Lauer again, who's running the floor like crazy. And it's 30-7. Halfway through the second period, Bobcats have dominated from the opening tip. Trap at half court. McGrew somehow squeezes through there. Coach McCourt tell them to get their hands up. Bobcats do. Shot short. McGrew rebound. Yes. Evan McGrew sticks it back in. Jenkins tapped out of his hand from behind by Lyons. Bobcats will turn it over here with 3.5 to go. McGrew trying to take it all the way in. Feeds it inside. Nichols' shot knocked away and off of a Creek player. It will be Bobcat ball as Trayvon Alexander checks in for Cambridge for the first time. Here comes Gregg again with 3:25 to go, and Cambridge in command 30-9. A little easier to make substitutions when you got that kind of lead.
It really is, but you know, Coach McCourt's working on the next game.
Yeah.
That's why he's after him defensively.
Lauer to the corner. Three-pointer up by Carpenter. That's off the mark. Alexander with the rebound for the Bobcats. Feeds it out to Gregg. Back to the top of the key, and Lauer finds Gregg. Deep three for him. He's seeing it. Cha-ching! His second three. And the Bobcats up 33-9. Cambridge will double in the backcourt this time. More pressure. Cade Haynes in the game. Tried to feed it up ahead to White. And Cambridge pressures the ball out of bounds once again. 2:41 to go.
You know, the Bobcats, Bill, are doing a great job on White inside. He's trying to post up at the block, and they're nudging him out just enough that he's out of position from what he's used to doing, catching it at the block.
Yeah, he wants to be real close to the basket. They're not letting him have it right there. He had to come out there, tapped it away. They'll feed it inside again. Haynes trying to hand it off in there, it looked like to White that time, but got fouled. And Matthews for the Bobcats, his first foul. Haynes will be on the trigger. Carpenter gets a chance to take a break. That seldom happens. And they'll lob it in. And tapped out of the hands of White. Lawrence comes up with it, out ahead. And Lauer, once again, cherry picking his way to an easy two. He's got 17. And the Bobcats extend their lead 35-9. Down the lane, McGrew trying to feed it to the corner. And that ended up in the hands of Coach McGrew, or McCourt, I should say. I'm surprised he didn't shoot it from there. That's his range.
Yeah, 7th turnover for Indian Creek here in this ball game compared to 2 for Cambridge.
The Cats have taken advantage of a lot of them. Lawrence to Lauer. Nice backdoor cut again. Matthews cut off that side on the inside. Lauer will take the jumper from the corner. Mason Gregg with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Lauer down the lane. His floater short of the mark, but he got a lot at number 33. I should say 33 got a lot of Lauer as Nishan White picks up his second foul. And Cam Lauer to the line again for a couple of free throws. He's 3 of 4 so far tonight. Under 2 minutes to play as he knocks in the first one. Nishan White will take a seat.
Cam is just having an outstanding game tonight offensively, Bill.
Inside, outside, running the floor well, getting to the line a lot. His 6th free throw attempt here, and he cashes in there, 5 of 6 at the line. He's got 19, well over his season average of 12. Cats are pretty unselfish when it comes to scoring. As Cambridge picks up a loose ball, Lawrence out ahead, Lauer again, an easy lay-in for him. And again, Bobcat defense leads the offense, and they lead it by 30. Lauer with the steal, pull up 3. Alexander keeps it alive and knocked out of bounds by Saffel, and Cats will retain the ball. 1.5 left in the quarter as Chase Sims checks in for the first time, a 6-foot freshman. Grigg going deep to the roster early. Pass from the corner into Mason Gregg, and he'll lay it up and in. An easy lay in for him. And the Cats with the steal. Lauer right there. Had it go halfway down and back out. Gregg will pull down the rebound, take it all the way in. He misses the layup. And chased down by Haynes in the corner. Out ahead, long pass, tapped away by Lawrence. Up ahead, Bobcats in the fast break, couldn't handle it. And the loose ball will cause a foul against the Cats. This one, they're going to call on Gregg, I believe. Mason Gregg's first. Carpenter will check back in, as will Jenkins, with a minute to go. And the Bobcats in command, 41-9. Inbound to Lyons in the backcourt. Cats continue that full court pressure. Alexander all over him, and they'll call the foul in the backcourt on Alexander. His first, and for the Bobcats, their fourth of the period.
You know, we talked in the pregame, Bill, would Cambridge come out rusty offensively, and I think that question has been answered.
Well, the defense helped them get loosened up pretty early. When you're stealing and getting layups, it looks pretty good on the stat sheet. Under a minute to go. Creek down 41-9 with the ball. Haynes on the right side, puts it on the floor. Cut off at the foul line, back out on top to McGrew. And he'll be cut off on the dribble drive. And this one against Jenkins, his first, team's fifth. And McGrew should head to the line here and shoot a couple with 31 to go. McGrew, a basket earlier in this period, his first free throw off the mark. And the second one off the heel as well. Carpenter rebounds it across the timeline. Bobcats have the arrow, the ball, and a huge lead. See if they hold it for a shot here. It appears that they'll be into some kind of delay. 12-second mark, Carpenter out on top. Has the count on, gives it up to Gregg on the left wing. 6 seconds left. Carpenter will catch it and shoot it. Can't get that one to go, and rebounded by the Redskins, and that'll end the first half of play. A dominating one for the Bobcats as they lead it 41-9 over the Indian Creek Redskins. Stay tuned. A lot of action coming up on our halftime show. We got stats, scoring, and more. We'll get you caught up around the area here. You're listening to high school tournament basketball on 97.7 WILE and streaming live on YRPtv. Back after these messages.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at DutrosAuto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Hunters, shooters, and gun collectors, bring your whole family to an evening of fundraising and firearms at the Guernsey County Sportsman Association banquet on Saturday, February 28th. There'll be lots of guns and merchandise in their raffles and live auction. 100% of the proceeds benefit local youth shooting sports groups. That's Saturday, February 28th at Jurassic Park. Doors open at 5. Tickets are just $50 for adults and $25 for youth 17 and under. For more information, call Scott at 740-801-1900 or go to yssff.org.
1 in 5 Americans are providing care for a loved one age 50 and up. The health of the caregiver has worsened compared to 5 years ago. Are you helping provide care for a loved one with a terminal illness? Could you benefit from support and additional care for your loved one? Shriver's Hospice can help. They provide in-home care with a team of nurse practitioners, nurses, aides, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers. Call to learn more. When caring more matters, choose Shriver's Hospice.
Looking for adventure? Check out the 2022 Ford Bronco 4-door Badlands at Doane Ford. This rugged ride is built to take you anywhere with just 18,000 miles and a soft top perfect for open-air freedom. Equipped for both off-road thrills and everyday comfort, this Bronco is ready for whatever the road brings. Don't wait. Vehicles like this don't stay long. Visit Doane Ford today and take the 2022 Bronco Badlands for a spin. Your next adventure starts here.
Hi, Mark Kelly here with Vicon Services, wishing all the local teams good luck as they dribble their way down the courts to a successful and exciting basketball season. As you're stepping back for that three-point shot in the fourth, we can be in the background helping plan your projects for that first period, getting your business ready for that big project win in 2026. With that, have a safe and competitive season, and remember Vicon Services as your sole source for commercial and industrial construction projects.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Buying a new home? Exciting. Figuring out how you're going to finance it? Not always so exciting. But that's what Angie Bradley and her team at First Ohio Home Finance are here for. Conventional loans, FHA loans, VA loans, USDA loans. Sure, it sounds like a lot of abbreviations, but Angie and her staff not only know what they all stand for, they can help you find the one that's right for you. So let the team at First Ohio Home Finance and Bradley Lending Team crunch the numbers and take care of the paperwork so you can concentrate on turning your new house into your new home. Call them at 740-421-4808 or visit them 1008 Woodlawn Avenue, Cambridge.
Customize your ride with Custom Vehicles of Zanesville. Since 1976, we've been Zanesville's trusted local experts in auto, marine, and off-road accessory installation. From rhino-lined beds and durable floor liners to lift kits, lighting, tonneau covers, and stereo systems, our skilled team offers professional installation, competitive pricing, and fast delivery. Built to order for your lifestyle, our knowledgeable technicians turn your ideas into reality. With a reputation for friendly service, quality work, and quick turnaround, expect exceptional results every time. Ready to upgrade? Call or visit Custom Vehicles today.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Welcome back to Gene Ford Court. Inside of tonight's Division IV sectional tournament game between the Bobcats and the Indian Creek Redskins. Bill Cafuri along with Dr. Richard All tonight. Trying to keep track of everything going on here. Pretty fast-paced game. A big scoring differential as the Bobcats in command, 41-9 at halftime. Cats put 21 points on the board in the first period, another 20 in the second, and have eliminated any scoring opportunities for Creek tonight. Defense has been stifling, and they just haven't let Nishan White get in a spot where he can score.
No, they haven't, and we knew that coming in. That Indian Creek, to have a chance, had to run their offense through White, and he has not touched the ball very much. And when he does, Bill, they've done a great job of getting him off the blocks.
41 points for the Bobcats, 22 of those coming for Camden Lauer. He's shot the ball well in the half court, but has run the floor extremely well as the Cats have utilized their defense tonight, forced numerous turnovers, and a lot of those have been easy baskets going the other way, and Lauer has been on the other end of those. He's got 22, and 9 of those coming in the opening period, knocked down a couple of threes as well. 10 for Mason Gregg, 5 for Garrett Carpenter, 2 apiece for A.J. Lawrence and Ryland Matthews. For the Redskins, 5 for White, 2 apiece for Saffel and McGrew, but just too many miscues with the ball, and the Bobcats have had way too much firepower tonight, and certainly will go deep to the bench. We've seen them go a little deeper to the bench in the first half than they typically would, but Carpenter, averaging 24 a game, hasn't really had to be a factor tonight.
No, he hasn't, but he's done the other things, Bill. He leads the team the first half with 5 rebounds, like we talked about in pregame. When he's not scoring, or even when he is scoring, he does the other things that make your team better.
Yeah, as we said, he's right on the cusp of several other personal accolades, team records. I think rebounding was one of those. He's come up with a couple of rebounds, a couple of steals tonight, so he's going to move up another spot here or there, and he ensures his team's going to have at least one more postseason game. And that game Tuesday night, waiting in the wings, if you will, is Indian Valley, and a team that the Bobcats have played earlier in the season right here, and were able to squeak out a win against the Braves, who have some pretty good athletes. That hasn't been determined where that game might be yet. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, but hey, take care of business tonight. You got another half to play, and if things work out the way they look like they're going to, you'll have a game Tuesday someplace, and it's not going to be here. That's all we know.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be at a neutral site on Tuesday to be determined. But a game like this for the Bobcats is a good thing in the sense that it's going to let Coach McCourt get a lot of guys that maybe not play as many varsity minutes as he would like at times, some tournament experience, which will serve them well on down the tournament trail.
There's halftime tonight, 41-9 Bobcats. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Bicon Services, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Abel's Electric Heating and AC. I said that twice, didn't I? So they're off now. They're off the list. Dutro, Ford, Lincoln, and Nissan. And First Ohio Home Finance. All of our three-pointers tonight, Allen Hunter State Farm. And the Bobcats in that first half able to knock down 4 threes. Free throws, the Kemp Insurance Agency sponsors those. Cats in the first half, I've got them 5 of 10. And I might be off by 1 on that. 5 of 6 for Lauer on the night. Nope, 5 of 9.
Yep, I have them 5 of 9.
5 of 9, there we go. Don't expect the Cats to do a whole lot different, and I'm not sure the Creek really can do a whole lot different. They shot the 3 a little bit, but they didn't have any go in that first half.
No, they were 0 for 4 from behind the arc, and then, 4 for 15 overall for the Indian Creek Redskins, where Cambridge, on the other hand, has been phenomenal offensively. 16 of 28, 57%, 4 of 11 from behind the arc, but just have done basically everything they've wanted to do against the Redskins. But the biggest thing, I think, for Cambridge, they dictated this game early with their full court pressure.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see a little bit more of that as much as need be. I think it's going to be a matter of time before Coach McCourt decides to go a little deeper to his bench. Starting lineups back in the game for both teams. Mazer has 2 fouls. Nishan White with 2 fouls for the Bobcats. Peyton Shiflett has 2. None of the starters with 2. Carpenter from the right corner, his 3. Again off the mark. Matthews for the Bobcats, an offensive rebound to keep it alive. Skip pass to the right side. Matthews feeds it inside. Shiflett, or check that, not Shiflett, but Jenkins inside, and who else? Cam Lauer. Knocks in 2 more. 43 tonight. Lauer running the baseline really well. Nickel against Bobcat man-to-man pressure. Picked up his dribble, cast pressure the ball, and they're going to call the push. Mason Gregg picks up his second. And Caleb Lyons will check in. Mazer on the inbound, just in front of the scorer's table, goes in the backcourt to McGrew. Greg will pick him up near the timeline. Forces it left side to Lyons. Try to lob it over the top, inside to White, stolen away by the Cats ahead. Lauer again, the easy deuce. Adding to his team high total. 45-9. Off the dribble, pull up from 10 on the baseline. Off the mark by Nickel, gets his own rebound, back up underneath. White will take that miss. He missed it on the way up, and then Carpenter rips it out of his hand on the defensive rebound. He'll lob it inside to Lauer. Back to Carpenter. White on his hip. He'll kick it back out on top to Gregg. Kick out to the corner, and the three ball again by Carpenter off the mark. McGrew with the rebound, going coast to coast, double clutches it up and in. McGrew's second hoop. First of the quarter for Indian Creek. 2 minutes in. Lauer passed up the three. Matthews won't. His three. Cha-ching! Rylan Matthews. Every one of these Bobcats can shoot it if you give them a look like that.
Yeah, you talked about that in the pregame, Bill, how that all 5 guys on the floor can shoot the three when necessary.
48-11 Bobcats. 5:40 and counting here in the third period. McGrew feeds it inside. Lyons. Lob to White. Tried to go with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go, and knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats on the rebound. For as big as he is, White a lot of times gets himself handcuffed right under that basket.
Yeah, he plays almost too deep under the basket, Bill, at times. He gets pushed under.
You'd think a guy that size isn't getting pushed anywhere out there. 5-minute mark. Three-pointer. Off the back of the iron by Nickel. Gregg with the rebound, up ahead to Jenkins. Feeds it to Matthews. Layup drill for him, and he'll lay it up and in. Back-to-back baskets for Matthews. 50-11. Hey, he's celebrating his dad's birthday tonight. That's the way you do it, son. Put it in the hoop. Nickel again. Passed up the three over to McGrew. Down the lane. Off the glass, and they'll actually say fouled by the Bobcats. And that will be Jenkins' second. Second on the team. Two-shot opportunity for McGrew.
And Bill, with the running clock rule in OHSAA basketball, this half's going to go pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, you're right. I just happened to look up there and said, okay, free throws, which you missed the first one, it's still running. Got there a little quicker than I anticipated, but off and running halfway through this period. Second one is good. 50-12 Cambridge. Lauer hands it back to Gregg. To the high post, Jenkins. From the foul line, down low, draw White out a little bit, and Matthews will step in behind him and lay it up and in. Cats' interior passing tonight's been very good.
Done a great job attacking that defense through high post.
Making White step up, play a little defense, and going right in behind him. Ball tapped out of bounds, stays with Creek.
I really like that about the Cambridge offense, Bill. You don't see that much anymore, it seems like, where teams attack the zone through high post. Cambridge has done a great job attacking through high post there.
Mazer into the backcourt to Saffel. And he has his pocket picked by Lauer, who will have another easy coast-to-coast lay-in. 3 buckets in this period. I've got him with 28 on the night. Almost had another steal right there. McGrew down the lane. Switches to the left hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Mazer. Fade away from short range for Nickel, and he'll lay it up and in. Cats running the floor. Mason Gregg beat everybody down for his 12th point of the night. Back into the half court for Creek with 2:20 and counting. 56-14 Bobcats. McGrew with 3 guys on White, couldn't feed it into him. Back to the corner. Saffel took too much time, and that ball blocked out of bounds. Petro and Lyons will check back in. For the Redskins, they'll go baseline left side with under 2 to go. Mazer in the corner, looks for the post feed, lobs it into White. Bobcats have a couple of guys front and back. Missed it once, got it back, goes to the left side, and Nishan White with his first field goal here of the second half with 1.5 to go in the period. Carpenter. Right side, Lauer down the lane. Tried to go with that extra step, lost his balance, and just flipped it up there almost right into the hands of White. Forcing the issue a little bit too much that time. Mazer picked up the dribble. Back to Saffel. And now Petro. Saffel off the dribble from the foul line. To Mazer. Lost the handle momentarily. And a tough shot. Caleb Lyons that time. Off the glass and in.
Yeah, good shot with guys hanging all over him.
Jenkins trying to draw the defense out again. Greg open 3 left side. Cha-ching. Mason Greg third 3 of the night. Carpenter hasn't found his touch out there, but Greg certainly has.
Great ball movement on that possession by the Bobcats.
And an inside out pass for a wide open look. 59-18. Matthews with yet another steal out ahead to Lauer. He's got the numbers behind the back pass. Tried to go to Jenkins. And he immediately looked at the coach and said, Coach, of course, said,
yeah, he wants them to have fun, but no one likes a turnover, no matter what the score is.
Yes, coaches don't like turnovers. You're right. 59-18. And all that Redskins can do is throw it at the hoop. We'll head to the fourth period. Bobcats in command, looking to cash their ticket and move on. 59-18. We'll be back right after this with more tournament action.
When life feels heavy, you shouldn't have to wait for help. At Allwell's Walk In Now, Guernsey County's behavioral health urgent care, support is ready right when you are. No appointments, no hassle. Just walk into our office at 831 Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and get fast, compassionate care. Allwell's Walk In Now, because the best time to feel better is now. Be well, stay well, all well.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Back at the Cambridge High School Gene Ford Court, fourth quarter of action, a running clock here. The Bobcats lead at 59-18 over the Indian Creek Redskins. 18-point third quarter for the Bobcats. Redskins picked up 9 as the Cats continue to extend their lead. Inside feed, Nishan White tapped out of his hand, and a whistle on the play. Bobcats have smothered the big guy tonight, inside and out and front and back and sideways. They've sandwiched him.
Done a great job on him defensively because they knew coming in they had to stop Nishan White to take away the Indian Creek offense, and have done a great job.
Peyton Shiflett with his third foul back in. Cam Lauer on the inbound will tap it away from White. He'll take it coast to coast, lay it up and in. And I unofficially have him with 30. And a timeout taken by the Bobcats with 7:23 to go. Just a 20-second timeout here to thank some sponsors again, Doan Ford and Bicon Services, Village Hardware and Rental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Guernsey County Sportsman Association. Is our timeout tonight sponsored by the Zimba Company. 7:23 left to go in the ball game. The Cats are just about at that point. You can probably start to see them making some substitutions. I thought we might see that here, and I think we will. There's at least one or two different players in.
Yeah, Bill, and I think he kept Coach McCourt kept the starters in longer in the third quarter simply because they hadn't played in so long.
Yep.
They wanted to get their rhythm back.
It's your game conditioning. 61-18 as the Bobcats head to the bench. Damien Kissinger into the game for him. Lawrence back in, Shiflett in there as he has White on the baseline, posting him up down there, and the ball knocked out of White's hand. Another turnover as Jenkins comes up with it for the Bobcats. Right side, Lawrence. Alexander in the corner. Bobcats lacking the true point guard, shooting guard in this offense, but it may just take some time here as Kissinger off the bench steps in and, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, guy don't know anything.
Yeah.
He just steps in and shoots
Great
it.
ball movement, attack that thing through high post. Good shot by Kissinger there.
Kissinger knocks it in, his first varsity hoop. 63-18. Shiflett with the steal inside. Jenkins back to Shiflett to the hoop, couldn't get it to go. And Mazer clears it out for the Redskins. 6.5 on a running clock. Deep three, left side by Hain. That one a long rebound off the mark. Kissinger with that rebound. Hands it off to Lawrence. Lawrence to Jenkins. Inside feed Kissinger. He turned around and saw White staring down at him and tried to give it up to Shiflett. He didn't want it either. Stolen away by the Redskins. Back the other way. Haynes. And a quick timeout taken by the Redskins. They're going to make substitutions. Cats are going to flip a few guys in and out as well. Looks like Chase Sims coming back in for the Redskins. Just a 20-second timeout. Carpenter back in the game along with Matthews and Gregg. So all of the seniors on the floor for the Bobcats here with 5:55 to go. Lob in to White. He'll take it strong underneath. Shove from behind. And Shiflett looks to the coach and says, I don't really think I fouled him much that time, but Peyton Shiflett will pick up his fourth foul. And
he's just so big, he moves you out of the way, and then you end up fouling him in the eyes of the official.
That's exactly what happened. As White trying for the three-point play, can't get it to roll in. Shiflett will have the rebound. Out to Carpenter, who only has 5 points tonight. Gets it back there. He'll shoot it from the left side and up and over the rim. Across the backboard and out of bounds. Hey, game has not ever been in doubt. And you said before the game, Carpenter's his best when the game's on the line in big games, and hasn't been that kind of urgency here tonight.
But he's done a great job of relying on his teammates and everybody else being involved. That's a sign of a great teammate.
Again, the Redskins trying to feed it into White, and again, the Bobcats tap it away. Carpenter all the way down will take it coast to coast, and he'll head to the line. His first free throw opportunities of the night. (63-20). This will continue to let the clock run as Carpenter back rims one here. Again, his rhythm entirely off. He had missed a free throw not in games, but weeks coming into tonight. Shooting almost 90% as the Bobcats start to empty the bench here with 4 minutes left. Silas Hutchison will step in as the seniors check out in their final home game. We've got one more waiting for Carpenter if he makes the second one, and he does. That'll get him out of the game. Tice Tolbert into the game for the Cats. 3:33 left in the running clock, 64-20 Bobcats. Redskins still trying to find a way to get the ball inside to Nishan White, and they have not been able to do that successfully all night. He's got 9 points, almost half of the Redskins total. McGrew just taps it off the defender and back out of bounds. He'll get a fresh 5 seconds out of that play.
Yeah, Bill, we knew coming in for Indian Creek to have any chance at all, White had to have a big game, and the Bobcats have done a great job of defending him and taking things away from him.
And White will get that one and lay it up and in. Raynell Harris into the game for the first time for the Cats. Has it in the corner left side. 2.5 left, back to the top of the key and Tolbert. Harris feeds it inside to Kissinger, tried to work to his left, had the ball knocked away from behind, but Cats will hold on to it. And then stolen away again. And the foul in the backcourt on Kissinger. And Creek will go fully to the bench as well. Always fun for the broadcasters when they throw some guys at the end of the lineup here. Nazir Vick steps in. Chase Sims back in as well. Looks like Braden Taylor will step in also. 1:45 and counting. Vick in the paint. Fade away from 10. Won't get it to go. Rebound to the Bobcats. Looks like Kissinger had it, then knocked off of him out of bounds. So we'll go to the Bobcats, and they'll hold on to it for another 90 seconds. Bruce Mazer will check out. A.J. Banks, 5'8 freshman. And Zach Biggio, 5'8 freshman. Boy, I tell you what, 5'8. I don't think that's happening.
No, I don't think so.
I need to get the tape measure out for a couple of those guys. Harris, 3. Touch! Raynell Harris off the bench for a tray. Taylor out on top off the dribble. Knocked out of his hands. Kissinger comes up with it, throws it down the floor. Vick will chase everybody down and get to it first. And the Cats defense, Tolbert playing good defense there. We'll get it back on the turnover. Cats will get another look at it here. Hand off to Lawrence with 19 to go, and he'll dribble the clock out. And the Bobcat faithful, for the last time at home, will celebrate a Cambridge win and a tournament victory. 67-22, the final score, as the Bobcats will win and advance. Final score 67-22 Bobcats. They will win in advance and take on Indian Valley Tuesday night at a site to be determined. Stay tuned, and we'll certainly have that posted on our ABC webpage. We'll put together our stats, our scoring, and more, but this Division IV sectional win belongs to the Bobcats as they defend the home floor tonight, 67-22. Post-game wrap-up coming up on 97.7 WILE and streaming here on YRPtv right after this.
In now, Guernsey County's Behavioral Health Urgent Care. Support is ready right when you are. No appointments, no hassle. Just walk into our office at 831 Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and get fast, compassionate care. All wells walk in now, because the best time to feel better is now. Be well, stay well, all well.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Hunters, shooters, and gun collectors, bring your whole family to an evening of fundraising and firearms at the Guernsey County Sportsman Association banquet on Saturday, February 28th. There'll be lots of guns and merchandise in their raffles and live auction. 100% of the proceeds benefit local youth shooting sports groups. That's Saturday, February 28th at Deerassic Park. Doors open at 5. Tickets are just $50 for adults and $25 for youth 17 and under. For more information, call Scott at 740-801-1900 or go to yssff.org.
1 in 5 Americans are providing care for a loved one aged 50 and up. The health of the caregiver has worsened compared to 5 years ago. Are you helping provide care for a loved one with a terminal illness? Could you benefit from support and additional care for your loved one? Shriver's Hospice can help. They provide in-home care with a team of nurse practitioners, nurses, aides, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers. Call to learn more. When caring more matters, choose Shriver's Hospice.
Looking for adventure? Check out the 2022 Ford Bronco 4-door Badlands at Doane Ford. This rugged ride is built to take you anywhere with just 18,000 miles and a soft top perfect for open-air freedom. Equipped for both off-road thrills and everyday comfort, this Bronco is ready for whatever the road brings. Don't wait. Vehicles like this don't stay long. Visit Doane Ford today and take the 2022 Bronco Badlands for a spin. Your next adventure starts here.
Hi, Mark Kelly here with Vicon Services, wishing all the local teams good luck as they dribble their way down the courts to a successful and exciting basketball season. As you're stepping back for that three-point shot in the fourth, we can be in the background helping plan your projects for that first period, getting your business ready for that big project win in 2026. With that, have a safe and competitive season, and remember Vicon Services as your sole source for commercial and industrial construction projects.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Buying a new home? Exciting. Figuring out how you're going to finance it? Not always so exciting. But that's what Angie Bradley and her team at First Ohio Home Finance are here for. Conventional loans, FHA loans, VA loans, USDA loans. Sure, it sounds like a lot of abbreviations, but Angie and her staff not only know what they all stand for, they can help you find the one that's right for you. So let the team at First Ohio Home Finance and Bradley Lending Team crunch the numbers and take care of the paperwork so you can concentrate on turning your new house into your new home. Call them at 740-421-4808 or visit them 1008 Woodlawn Avenue, Cambridge.
Customize your ride with Custom Vehicles of Zanesville. Since 1976, we've been Zanesville's trusted local experts in auto, marine, and off-road accessory installation. From rhino-lined beds and durable floor liners to lift kits, lighting, tonneau covers, and stereo systems, our skilled team offers professional installation, competitive pricing, and fast delivery. Built to order for your lifestyle, our knowledgeable technicians turn your ideas into reality. With a reputation for friendly service, quality work, and quick turnaround, expect exceptional results every time. Ready to upgrade? Call or visit Custom Vehicles today.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
Meet John Valentine, owner of Valentine Insurance. His new office is located at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge. John brings 20 years of insurance knowledge to his friends and clients. Valentine Insurance is your local independent insurance agency that is dedicated to protecting you and providing the industry's best customer service. Whether you're in the market for commercial or residential, auto, home, health, or life, Valentine Insurance can provide coverage for all. They're professional, courteous, reliable partners you can count on. Valentine Insurance open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Evenings by appointment.
Back at Cambridge High School, Milka Fury Dr. Richard Hall. And a Bobcat victory, 67-22. Your final score as the Cats win and advance. More than, I guess, a win, as the Cats jumped on top early, 21-4 at the end of one, 41-9 at halftime, and coasted to the 67-22 victory and a running clock in that second half. And in our post-game wrap-up, we always have the great clips, great play of the game. And for the Bobcats, it was out of the chute, back-to-back threes, hitting their first two threes, Garrett Carpenter and Mason Gregg, back-to-back threes to get things started, and they never really looked back. For Carpenter, that who knew that would kind of finalize his shooting for the night. He didn't shoot very well tonight, but they didn't need him to. Cat defense really caused a lot of turnovers tonight that led to easy baskets. Cam Lauer, a career night for him. 30 points there, but probably 20 of them came on runouts after a Bobcat steal.
Yeah, it really was. A lot of layups there for Cam. And, you know, Indian Creek turned the ball over 17 times and probably would have turned it over a little bit more, but with the running clock in the second half, it didn't last very long. But Bobcats, just, other than Carpenter, shot the ball really well tonight, 27 of 44, 61%. Wow. 7 of 17 from behind the arc for 41%. So they had it clicking offensively as a team, not so much for Garrett tonight. But in a game like this, everybody else stepped up and took care of business.
Yeah, if he would come into a game, and of course I'm sure Indian Creek was saying, you know, we've got to find a way to slow Carpenter down. If they knew they were going to hold him to 6 points, they probably figured the score would be a lot closer than that. But there are other scorers on this team.
Absolutely. If you're Indian Creek, you would think, well, we might have a chance, but that just wasn't to be. And, you know, Indian Creek closes out their season after a lot of adversity for them this year. So it's just going to be a 6-15 closeout for Indian Creek. Nishan White did lead them tonight, had 8 rebounds for Indian Creek, who was out-rebounded by the Bobcats, 22-15. Garrett Carpenter did lead the Bobcats in rebounding with 6. So like we talked about during the game, Bill, and even during the pregame, even when Garrett's not scoring, he does those other things that makes his team better.
Yeah, and he does. He leads them in a lot of those categories. I'm sure tonight he moved up a line or two in some of those career. And and season-long statistics as well. And he didn't care if they don't win. It doesn't matter, I guess he would tell you. But 6 points for Garrett Carpenter tonight, and I am not sure that he's had a game all year that he didn't score at least double digits, and maybe for a couple of years. But Bobcats get the easy win tonight. Mason Gregg with 15, 2 apiece. Kissinger and Lawrence 30, and a big night for Cam Lauer, 5 of 6 at the line. He only had 1 3, but 9 for Ryland Matthews, a quality game from him. And off the bench, Harris knocked down a 3 as well. Cats had 7 threes on the night, 6 of 11 at the free throw line. For Indian Creek, not a 3 in the hoop for them tonight. 2 of 9 at the line. White leads them with 11. 5 for Evan McGrew, and then 2 apiece for Nickel, Lyons, and Saffel. As the Bobcats pick up an easy W there. Player of the game sponsored by Plus One Pizza each week. Plus One Pizza, the player of the game will get a free medium topping pizza. And boy, if you're paying any attention tonight, Cam Lauer, our Plus One player of the game, he had a great night. And again, a lot of that could do to not only his defense, but his teammates' defense. And he playing out on top. He was the first one to break for the basket. Nobody rotates back, an easy 2 for him. Big night, nice night outside. I'm getting text messages from people that are sitting outside with their TV and a campfire going. Matt Koenig says, hey, we're having a good time watching you guys and having a fire going.
Great. Yep. Spring is near, and hats off to Coach McCord having these guys ready. These games make you nervous as a coach, Bill, because 2 things: you're expected to win, you're expected to win big, and then your other worry is we got to come out of this thing healthy because we're just getting started. And hats off to him for having the Bobcats ready to play. I thought they played pretty well overall, and statistically proves that point.
So now they move on.
Yes, they win in advance.
In Indian Valley at a site to be determined. We've speculated tonight where it could be, and finding a venue that's half distance between both schools is almost impossible.
That's your goal.
That's your
goal. But then you have to find someone willing to host. So when you look at this game, you start talking about that, but it's like playing chess, depending on who else wins tonight, what that looks like for other matchups on
everybody
Tuesday
else has
to
play someplace as well.
Absolutely.
So we've speculated it could be Claymont, it could be New Philly, it could be who knows where. Coshocton could be a site as well. So we'll have to wait a day or so, and we'll figure that out. And when we do, we'll post it on our website, along with the scores from all the other games in the area today, including tonight's win for the Bobcats, 67-22 over the Indian Creek Redskins. I want to thank Bob Mascalino on camera tonight. Yeah, that was him juggling the camera there in the first half. We'll give him full credit for that. And Dalton Gambita, our ever ready, got here just in time to get things set up and gave us 30 seconds of free time before we had to start. But he did a great job as well. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back in action on Tuesday and throughout the remainder of the tournament. Doc, thanks for filling in tonight. You did a great job.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity, Bill. You and I have talked about this. It's probably been 5 years.
Once every 5 years.
Once every 5 years since we've been together. So I'll see you in 5 years, hopefully, God willing. And it's a pleasure to work with you tonight.
I'll be happy when that happens. Hey, for the entire AVC team, I'm Bill Kifuri. Till next time. Talk to you then. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to high school basketball on WILE Byesville, Cambridge. High school basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports.